Today I'm going to show you the easiest and fastest way to remove your head unit from your E60 or E61 BMW. Now this process specifically applies to the LCI BMWs, so I believe that's anywhere from late 2008 all the way to about late 2010. However, the process should be pretty similar across all E60s, and this is also specifically for the CCC unit, but again, the CIC unit is very similar in how to remove it as well. So our first step we're going to do is take off this button, or this button assembly, with a trim removal tool. We're just going to use our tool under here and go to the other side, just trying to work this button loose. And once it's kind of loose, you can grab it with your hands. And then there will be this connector on the back here, which should come out pretty easily. There's nothing special to press there. You just have to hold on to the edges of the clip here and then just pull this away. Now that that's off, let's get this whole wood trim removed. And to do that, we're going to open up the passenger door and then work our trim tool in towards that passenger side vent. So we're just going to come over here and work our trim tool in here until we start feeling this pop off a bit. And then once we have some space there, we're just going to work our way down and start popping off more. And you should just be able to kind of pull it once you get to a certain point, and just keep sliding your tool down and keep pulling away. It shouldn't give you too much trouble, but it should just come out once it's done. And now we can access these two screws, two Phillips head screws, and we'll need to remove those now as well. Once those two screws are out, we can go ahead and just start pulling this away. And once you feel the clip released from here, you can go under to each corner here and just start prying away. You'll hear it release there as well. And this whole thing should just come out. And at this point, you can either set this aside like this, or you can take the connectors out. And oh, look at that. It wanted to give me a DVD. And once this is out of the way, we're going to take these connectors off, which should come out pretty easily as well. In order to take this blue connector out, you just push in this little clip down here, and then you slide this over that, and this will push that connector out. And it's about the same for this connector here, just a smaller version of it. It's a little difficult to do with one hand, but it is possible. And then down here, it's just a clip in the side here and the other side, and then you press those in at the same time and you pull that out. And you can set that over there, or you can list it on eBay if you do not like having climate control. Next up, we're going to need to remove the buttons here, and in order to do so, what we need to do is get our trim tool behind here and lift up. It came out easy. Lift up past that little nub there, and do the same on the other side. And once that's loose on both sides, should just be able to move it out of the way just like that. Mind the ribbon cable that's there, and you can take that out very carefully by just lifting up on both sides of this clip here, and that will allow you to remove this cable. Just make sure that when you go to put it back in, that you put it back in the correct way. Once that's out of the way, there's going to be 4 more screws that hold the radio in, and we're going to remove those. Those are all Phillips head. And once you have removed all 4 screws, we can take this out just like this, and just kind of be careful where you set it, being mindful of your gear shift lever and anything else you may have in the way. And once you have your radio out, you can look over here at this clip, and we're going to just squeeze this part into this part and then move this lever back, and that will now disconnect the main harness out of the radio. At this point, you could disconnect the antenna and a couple other things to just completely move the radio out of the way. And to reinstall it, all you need to do is just follow the steps in reverse order. It should go back together pretty easily. Just watch out for that ribbon cable, because you can mess that up pretty easily. Just ask me how I know. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you found it useful, share it with a friend if it might be useful for them as well. And subscribe to the channel, because I'll have more DIYs coming up as always. But also remember to keep it foul.